Hi guys, it's Moo for You Sour. It's been a super long time. I'm so sorry. We have been doing a kitchen remodel and we've had family drama and things like that going out of our control. But I'm here to talk to you guys about how to stop breastfeeding and pumping and tips and tricks that I have learned with my 3 kiddos that have helped me. I know every time I talk with lactation, they're super friendly and they want to help, but they just don't deal a lot with people with excess amount of milk. They have a lot of advice, but not a lot of their advice is helped me personally. If they've helped you, I'm so happy for you. But for me, I had to do a lot of trial and error on my own. So for me, what I ended up doing was actually moving my pump time like a half an hour each week. So a week at a time, I would move my pump. So every Monday was my start day. So let's just say Monday I would pump at 4 o'clock. Then the next week I'd pump at 4:30. And then the week after that I would do 5, and then 5:30, and then 6, and then 6:30. You get the idea. This was super helpful for me because they wanted me to change my pump time to how many minutes that I pumped, which for me really wasn't helpful because I could pump 28 ounces in anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, and it just kind of changed every day. So for me, this really wasn't a good gauge of how to slow my supply, but rather changing my time by half an hour, my body would slowly start to absorb it. You can't just not pump. That's a lot of milk to absorb. So you have to be kind of careful if you don't want to get mastitis and things like that, that you don't just cut out a pump altogether, to do it very slowly. Another thing they told me to do was to bind, but I kind of always did the binding thing from the get-go. I was always, you guys, rocking a sports bra with a sleep bra just because I couldn't wear underwire bras. They would cut me off and I would get mastitis there. I would swell from, 2 to 3 sizes a day in my bra size. So for me to wear an underwire was just suicide to my milk glands. It would cut me, I'd be sick. It was just terrible. So I would always wear a sleep bra for separation, and then I would wear a sports bra for the support in sucking it in, holding the girls up, if you will. Just could not wear an underwire. If you're one of the ones that can wear an underwire, that's awesome. I could never wear the cute nursing bras. I was always rocking the sports bra. So for me, binding didn't work, but it was a good thought. If that works for you, awesome. Keep doing that. But for me, it did not. Another thing I did was I actually used cabbage leaves. Now, you will not smell very good with cabbage leaves. You smell like someone's very disgusting salad. But you take it from the fridge and you actually rinse them in cold water. And then when the veins are going up and down, you slice them the long way. You insert them in your bra and you wear them for a couple hours at a time until they get wilted. And what the slitting of the veins does is actually reduces swelling, because the inside of the cabbage is an anti-inflammatory. So it actually will make your boob not swell and your veins not like get super engorged. So this was actually really helpful for me, as were the Lansano cooling packs you can put in the freezer. Those really helped too. I was very impressed with those. Cabbage for me worked better though. So I did the cabbage leaves. I did moving my pump time by half an hour. And then another thing that really helps is watching what you eat a little bit. I really try not to eat anything with oatmeal, or sparingly. You guys, I'm not saying cut these things out of your diet by any means. I don't know your health conditions, but for me, slowly weeding these things out for a short period of time has helped. So, lack of milk and oatmeal. And then if you haven't seen my last video, Ovaltine, I cannot touch the drink right now or my milk spikes like crazy. So in a few weeks, I'll be able to go back to normal, but for a short period of time, I am choosing personally to decrease these certain foods to help me slow down my milk supply. Another thing that's been a blessing in disguise has been a yeast infection. I don't know if y'all have had a yeast infection in your boob before. I've been breastfeeding 3 years, you guys, and I have never had a yeast infection in my boobs. It's so gross. It's painful. It feels like shards of glass are coming out of my nipple. It is so painful. They are so destroyed, you guys. It's so gross. But that has also slowed my milk supply down. I don't wish that on anybody, and I don't say, oh, go get a yeast infection. But apparently it's fairly common. I've never had one. I got a tear in my nipple from switching sides, shield sizes, excuse me, my flanges. I used bigger ones thinking they'd be more comfortable, and ended up stretching my nipple to the full size and tearing them, to which then yeast got in apparently from, I guess it's a breeding grounds with the sugar in the milk and everything, and it's your nipples being covered up constantly. So it's not terribly uncommon, and I understand that, knowing about yeast, but it's just terribly uncomfortable. So I've been dealing with that as well, but that also has been drying me up some as well. So I'm down to pumping once a day right now. I choose to pump right before bed because that's my biggest pump that I can't cut out before, I blow up, kind of, so to speak. So I pump at like about 9 o'clock. And then I'm currently not saving any of that milk. I know you can. Since my freezer's full, I have so much. I personally am just pumping and dumping, so it's less dishes to wash. I wash my pumping equipment then, like my one set, I wash like every other day because I'm not saving it. It doesn't matter. So it's been very relieving that way. No more dishes, or less dishes, I should say. It's been very helpful for me. So for me to decrease milk was to move my pumping time, excuse me, by half an hour each day, and then doing cold compresses with cabbage. You could do with or without any cold compresses, but it just makes things a lot more comfortable for you if you're having some engorgement issues, as I did. So, and then watching kind of what you're eating a little bit as well. Some of my friends say they don't have to watch what they eat, they just move their pump time or how long they pump. So if you're one of those, that's awesome. Just keep doing that, and that will help you get down as well. If you guys have any comments, or feel free to ask any questions. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. You guys totally make my day. It's like the highlight to see who's emailed or made a comment and who it's helped and who it hasn't. I really enjoy helping moms. So if you have any comments whatsoever, I would love to hear from you. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.